Hello guys and welcome back to LOL in a week, and this is Sri, your host, as always, if you didn't know. So yeah, first of all, let me tell you about the teams who have made it to the playoff stage from the group stages. So first of all, we have from Group A, we have Sunin with 5-2, G2 with 4-3, 4 wins, 3 losses by the way. So and Group B, we have Damwan with 5-1, JD Gaming with 4-2. From the Group C, we have Genji 5-1 and Fnatic with 4-2. And the Group D, we have Dobby Sports 5-1 and GRX Dragon X with 4-2. So these are the teams who are made into the playoffs, and you would see over there put the brackets also for the playoff stages. Playoff stage is probably going to start from today or tomorrow, like a one game a day, and that's going to be how it's going to go. So if you look at the brackets right now, you can simply see like one side of the brackets there's the Korean teams, all the Korean teams, and one side of the bracket they're all Chinese teams, and G2 and Fanatics are just mixed up in the whole situation. So it's really interesting because only 2 teams from EU, 2 teams from the West has made into the playoffs, and only the other teams are like Chinese and Korean. So yeah, that's what's been happening. No NA teams, of course, this year too, second time in a row, and on their fucking record breaking shit back to back again. Like, see you next year, NA, by the way. So but like, not to be too rude, but like any teams have been doing recent, I would say, in the starting leagues, Liquid and what's their name, Liquid and FlyQuest have been doing really good. Like they've been 3-3 in the whole group stages, but like they still weren't enough. And but what can I say about the like top seed from NA TSM? As of course they were 0-6 in the whole group stages, just eliminating their any chance of being able to getting out of the groups and making an impact. So yeah. TSM needs to reevaluate its whole strategy. The whole NAC needs to reevaluate the whole strategy, because if this keeps on going, and if you don't allow a young talents to fucking nurture itself and grow, you don't nurture them and don't let them grow, how is it gonna be? How are you thinking about even making an impact on the whole international scene? Just look at the Chinese teams, for example. They're literally only 10% of the pro players you will probably see from the earlier tournaments. Only 10%. All 80 to 90% of the pro players who are in the Chinese teams are new, or are revamped into the proper new role or new setting, into trying to guide the new teams moving forward. So that's what these teams been doing. And what is NA doing? Literally 80% of the roster from the NA was literally, not even 80%, probably 98 to like 95%. Because only 2 new rookies were allowed chance into the environment, but into the NA leagues, while everybody else we probably would have seen and probably would have known somewhere, some form. So yeah, and it needs to evaluate whatever the fuck they are trying to do here, because this is not working at all, and this is never going to work if they're going to continuously grow this way. Okay, moving forward, we have former Griffin player Tarzan. During the off season, he has been earning through streaming and from his fans, and he's decided to give away all of his streaming money, whatever he has earned from the off season, which will be around up to $4,000+ to the charity. It's really impressive to see how he's been doing, and really good wishes, and like it's a really good vibe coming from the Griffin jungler Tarzan. Also Tarzan, from the news, roster changes news, Tarzan has been moving to the LPL team LNG Gaming, coming forward in the 2021 season. Also, from the other roster changes, we also have Deficio joining MisFits as their MisFits team director for the European division. It's really impressive because MisFits has been known for the recent improvements, and Deficio could really bring a lot to the table, because he's been coach, he's been analyst, he's been caster, he's known as a really big, really impressive name in the whole European esports, European League of Legends scene. So it's really impressive to see how it's going to happen moving forward. Then in the Korean side, we have Coach Yamato Cannon. You probably know, European caster, analyst, legend, pretty much at this point. So yeah, Yamato Cannon has been was helping Sandbox Gaming as their coach in the 2020 spring season, I would say, summer season. Yeah, so 2020 summer season. And after finalizing the whole situation with them, he hasn't signed a contract back with them, so possibly he is moving out of the team, and moving forward he's going to be solo. And regardless of whatever the fuck is happening right now, Yamato has proven time and time again that he can make an impact regardless of whatever the type of team he is settled into. Like he is making impact with Sandbox itself, and there are barely or rarely any cases of like Western coaches or Western pro players making or even forming a genuine connection with the Eastern teams. Yamato has proven everybody wrong, and like actually bring the Sandbox to another level, like to another dimension to the play, and like helping them grow as a team. So it's really impressive to see Yamato doing so much and so good in the long run, and hopefully we'll see more and more from him. Even if not as a coach or like a support system or like a manager or anything, I'm pretty sure he's gonna stick around the scene as least and of course if nothing ever happens, we'll always see him, and at least to say we'll always see him in an LEC desk, and like there's always a side to the sore eyes. Then moving forward, we have TSM Academy. So TSM Academy team has allowed Treats, who was their academy support, and also the LCS starter for spring and summer. I would say I don't remember which one exactly, but one of those 2020. And he has been allowed to explore his option for the upcoming 2021 season because he actually has shown decent results, and hopefully, if like any team is interested in him, he can possibly sign as the LCS starter upcoming 2021 season. Also in the last news, we have Astralis or Origins European team. So Astralis have been missing on to the payments for the pro players and their whole LOL division. So that's why Riot Game has decided to fine Astralis 5,000 euros due to the unpaid salaries to the professional players and mismanagement of the team. So whatever the fuck Astralis is doing, I'm not just getting confused, because they have been literally on the radar of like everybody for just mismanagement in itself, or like just making the moves which are like confusing, like just trying to make another team look bad or stuff like that. And they be just doing it for like a long while, and this continuously keeps happening, and they continuously like are self-destroying or like trying to implode their own brand for some reason, which is like just really sad and really confusing, to be honest. Like, why is this thing even happening? I can just keep going on and on about like how much I hate whatever the Astralis management is doing with their teams and trying to like if I want, I could just go on and on like trying to talk shit about like how Astralis management has been like mismanaging the whole teams, like professional players and stuff like that. But I just really just don't want to do that shit, because like it's gonna be really long, and I really like despise Astralis for whatever the fuck they're trying to play with their players' careers and stuff like that in a way which has been like classically stated as like fucking shit fest, to be honest. But yeah, regardless of whatever the fuck is happening, Astralis ended up saying that it was literally just a clerical or governmental error or shit like that. Regardless of whatever the fuck happened, they have now paid the players, and moving forward they stated that it won't ever happen again. Regardless of what the fuck is happening with the whole Astralis dynamic and stuff like that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope you guys like this video. Moving forward, see you in the next one, I guess. Bye.